I was in a space in my life where, like I said, I was down and out.
Yeah.
And then that came to me, and then I went. We were having a session in Riyadh. Nobody knows what's wrong. Left. February. I wake up early hours of the morning, go to the bathroom, and then I drop on the floor.
Oh, wait.
Pray for the cool drink now, it's only water.
So God.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is us once again with our names on the screen. Our handles follow us, but you'll know our names already. You'll know us. That's why you're still here. It's not about us today. Today it is about growth. Today it is about the opposite of warmth. Something that's a synonym with cold. Something we don't get in Durban unless it's the weekend.
Something or somebody that made sure Pizzo puts his aircon on extra frozen just so you could be comfortable.
Guys, the one, the only that I know, even though Tintin also has a dog by this name. Guys, welcome to the show. Our brah from Small also. Snowy, my bro.
My man.
Short for being here. Sir.
Thank you for having me.
Danko.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
For those who don't know, Snowy has nothing to do with what his name suggests. So once you know that, you can guess why he got the nickname Snowy. But I would like to call this brother by another nickname. And it's a synonym for what he has displayed over the years. That word is talent. Whoa. Another word is blessed. You know what I'm saying? Another word is... No, I was going to make another Snowy joke. we leave it at 2 words. Bro, please tell the Tiggs family a little bit about yourself over the last couple of years, your most prominent ambitions, aspirations, and things that have pushed you forward in your various... We get to what your various areas are, but tell us how you've evolved with the various things you've done up until now.
And don't be shy to speak.
Don't be shy to speak.
Project.
Projects, please, brother.
You don't want me to speak in my romantic voice?
No. No.
Okay, but can I wind it back? Can I do my intro?
All right. If it's a first, a Tiggs first, you can definitely do
So
your
I'm
intro.
making history.
Yes,
So
yes,
I'm going to look into the camera and do it.
Wherever you want to look, bro. Up to you. It's your intro.
Tiggs family. My name is Gerrard W Smith. Some of you might know me by the name that my wife and my mother really don't like. Snowy. Sorry, I just have to. I just have to.
No, it's okay. It's okay to let everyone know to not really call you Snowy. That's his subtle way of saying it.
Put the clap music for the guys, man. You know what I mean? That well done, bro. That was smooth.
We have to grow up sometime.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. So you want to know about me? Okay, I know we will dive deeper, but me, I'm just an everyday gent. Grew up on the streets or in the streets. I don't want to say
Could
it
be
wrong,
on, we never know.
You'll use such high words, so I don't want.
Hey, I think you articulating too much. Just say you grew up in a Kali.
I grew up in the Kali.
Yeah.
Okay, and I promised my wife that I won't speak slang, so she said Kali is the only word I can use.
Okay.
So, my love, I hope I do you proud. So I grew up the streets of Wentworth in the Kali. Represent. Still living in the Kali.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, like, when we were growing up, it was so beautiful. There was sport, there was music, there was dance. I mean, that's how I got to know these guys.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've shared the various stages, well, not together, but we've shared
Over the
stage
years.
at the same event. I mean, Captain, man, was spitting flaming bars from way back then. And Pizzo spinning on his head so much, but I lost all my hair.
No, I'm catching you up. Don't stress. We're getting there.
Yeah, but I mean, to see where I am now from the community that I come from, for me, it's just, I just want to shed light onto a community that's been looking so dark. Yeah, I think I'll stop there and then we'll dive in.
It's good you stop there because I need to cough now.
And we're back.
And we're back. Don't cut it out, man. No. So act like they don't cough at home. It's all right. It's all right.
Maybe Melissa must organize us some masks.
Yeah, I don't even have anything contagious. What I got is called too much on my plate. It's yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Yeah. So, bro, as far as I'm concerned, you're one of the best drummers I have ever heard. And as someone who the drums in my life are probably the most important instrument throughout my entire musical journey.
Thought you were going to say as someone who doesn't go to church.
Bro, that's a whole other topic. Some churches don't want to hear drums. Some churches, that's a whole other story. But for people who are musically inclined, from my dancing days, the drums or everything. And DJ, if you can't feel a bit, don't give me too much of the singing. Like when the drums are hitting, the party's on. So drums are very, very important throughout my journey. And you are someone who I look at as a very, very talented figure on that particular instrument. So tell us, what made you wake up one day and want to bang the drums? Like how did we get there?
Well, I come from a musical family. Okay. My dad is a guitarist. My dad can also sing. My dad can sing like literally every voice. So if he's singing a song, he'll start off singing, just example, he'll be singing a tenor, and then he'll shift to alto. He can even go to soprano. I'm like,
one man
sing one voice.
Can he sing on the drums? Like if you play the drums, can he?
Yes, he can. I believe yes, he can.
That's not easy to do.
No,
a lot of people don't know that. But anyway,
and my mom is also a singer. So shout out to my parents. I will say their names because maybe some of you don't know that they're my parents. Well, those of you that are watching, they are pastors now. So I am a PK, a pastor's kid.
Yes.
Yeah. So my dad's name is Vincent, better known as Buns. I actually don't know where he got that name from. Hey. His mother didn't give him that name. His mother gave him the name Buns. Yeah, and my mother's name is Julie. No, I made a mistake. You see, no, you know why? My mother always says, "We never give you that name, Snowy. Where does that name Snowy come from?" So I have to throw that in. Understood. My father never get that name Buns from his mother. Yeah, so my parents are Vincent, Buns, and my mom's name is Julie, pastors, and
as long as you didn't say ovens.
Speaking about ovens, my mother's actually a baker.
Maybe that's where buns come from. Check what I'm saying.
Yeah, so coming from a musical family, sure. I mean, my parents always said to me, whenever we walk past a music shop in town, I would always like cry to go in and then go straight to the drums. And they put me on the drums and then...
So what you're saying is, what it sounds like you're saying is that it is a calling from small.
Yeah.
Can you sing?
I try not to. No, I don't call myself a singer. However, there are times, depending on the song, where I can maybe hold a note or two.
It's a young something.
No.
Right.
I mean, the Holy Spirit comes upon you, those times.
Okay, funny story. Okay, I go to a church called Medical Ministries. That's here off Quality Street. It's in Genoa Road. And my mom's sister was my aunt. Yeah, she's my mom's sister, so she's my aunt.
Yeah, we didn't want to assume. Yeah, waiting for you to tell us.
Okay, her name is Apostle Elaine Smith, and she put a demand on our team.
Did you say her full name or her first name and second name?
Well, Apostle is her title. Like how you say pastor, bishop. Yes.
Apostle Elaine. Okay, I understand.
Yes,
I'm following.
So she put like a demand on our team, and she was like, "You'll sing in other people's songs, all good and well. Where's the sound coming from our own house? It's about time that you'll write your own music." So, I mean, if you grow up in the church, you know it's spiritual music, inspired by the Holy Spirit. And this was New Year's Eve service, 2022, going into 2023. And then our team started doing our own songs. And I was like, sure, I also want to start writing songs too. Let the people sing my songs too. My only contribution was when a song gets made and now, okay, lyrics are done, and then we're trying to put it all together. And then I'm like, okay, play the beats, just play a straight beat. And then I'm like, okay, how can I make this fun now? So, well, you said I'm talented. You said it, not me.
Please, bro.
Bro, I'm talking, you want biscuits.
Making it real church over there, yo.
Hey, it's just calling me.
Bread and wine.
Oh.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm used to flipping the beats on the songs, you know, making it spicy. And then I reached a point in my life where I was down and out. I felt like God forgot about me. And I was like,
we're not sponsored, by the way.
So why be advertising?
I'm all right. Thank you. I'm good then.
So I reached a point in my life where I was like down and out and like nothing was going good for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, God, you forgot about me. And then I was like, Lord, yeah, I am. I lay it all down just to worship you. And that was a chorus that I wrote.
I just thought about that.
That was a chorus that I wrote. And you know what's a nice thing? If you're trying to steal it, I already registered it.
Samro, everything is
Samro's done, boss.
Everything
is done. I just haven't recorded it. So yeah, but I won't sing it. But that was, and I was in a space in my life where, like I said, I was down and out.
Yeah.
And then that came to me, and then we were having a session in rehearsal, and then I just went on the mic and I started singing, and I broke down. And I was like, finished. But then the team picked it up and like,
became a thing.
Yeah, well, we haven't done it.
Sang that same song that you're just talking about now.
Yeah. So I'm not a singer, but...
Yeah. But also, in this particular genre, it's by no means any kind of a competition or anything, because it's not actually for our ears anyway.
Why you say that?
Because who are you singing for?
God, yes.
Okay, you mean it like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So you want no? Okay, I'm happy you said it's not for yours.
Yeah, you don't.
So
have
now
to
I don't
sing.
have to sing.
You don't have to sing, bro.
I don't have to
it's not about us. Long as you know, that all things that have breath give praise. It's not that old thing.
He knows the Bible.
Yeah.
See that.
Yeah. So, was there a jump between a quick jump between this musical industry or ministry, I should say, that you were in, to acting or?
Yo, that was a quick
jump. No, I'm asking, was there a quick jump? Like,
no.
Did you go straight from, all right, one day I'm on drums and on my way to go play the drums, someone's a talent scout told me, hey, you look like you can act, and now you act. Yeah, how you go from these ones here to
acting?
Yeah.
So, well, I started playing drums at the age of 6. So I literally went for one drum lesson, and then on the Sunday, our drummer didn't pitch up. And my dad was in charge of the team at that time. And he was like, son, drums. I'm like, Dad, no.
Well, you know other drummers?
No.
No one else wanted. Did you ask?
There was no other drummer in the church.
I'm just asking.
I'm telling you.
We'll never know now. I'm just asking.
No, there weren't any.
I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just asking.
So Dad said in the family.
So Dad said, son, drums. You said, Dad, no. Dad said, son, stop acting, drums.
No, so I said to him, like, Dad, I only learned one beat. He said, the only thing you're going to do is you'll either play it fast or slow. And that was it. So, 6 years old, started playing drums.
So what you're saying is you're not actually cool. You're bluffing us.
Yes. That's how I started.
You're playing the same...
I'm joking.
What do you call it when you play? You play piano, you say you're playing the same chords.
Playing the same beat.
Drums or beats, but
yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So, okay, then fast forward to 2005. Okay, well, you'll know, okay, started dancing in the church and all that. And then in 2005, our team had the privilege of going overseas. So we were in Cleveland for 2 weeks and in New York for 2 weeks. Cleveland, we were jumping between Cleveland, Ohio, and Akron. And then in New York, we were in New York, Poughkeepsie. So while we were in Cleveland and we were dancing, came off the stage, and then after the service, a guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey, I like what I saw. I see you carrying so much." And I looked at him confused because I didn't know what he was talking about. So he's like, "I've got a performing arts school. So what are you doing now with your life?" So I said, "No, I'm still in school." And he's like, "Okay, so when you're going to graduate?" I said,
In Cleveland,
"This is in Cleveland." So I said, "Okay, next year I'll graduate." Then he's like, "Okay, once you graduated, call me. The school is here. Everything is sorted for you. So I'll pay your fare up. Accommodation is sorted. Your fees for the school is sorted. You come into performing arts." And I was blown away. So, yeah.
Off your dancing.
Off my dancing. Not even seeing me act.
Not even drumming. Imagine that.
Not even drumming.
And you've been doing that for the longest time. Just shows, huh?
And like with acting, I mean, growing up in church, you're doing plays, in school, doing plays and all that. Why you laugh?
What happened, guy?
Basically saying, just goes to show you can be useless and you can still be a
Hey, can anything good come out of Wentworth?
No, I was saying it just goes to show you think you have your own plans, but God got his own plans for you. That's what I mean.
Maybe God captain to preach. Come on. Come on now. Yeah, so, I mean, coming back to South Africa, busy with school, get to matric, don't pass matric, and that's...
Fairwell. Yeah, a couple of us. We noticed. None of us did matric in Fairwell, bro.
No, I done matric. I just didn't
pass. I'm saying none of us clocked that game. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, for me,
that... call it unfairwell.
No, shout out to Fairwell. I still got mad love for the school.
No, I don't echo those sentiments.
Okay.
But anyway.
Your show.
Anyway.
Okay, so...
I like a few teachers, though, but anyway, get on.
So, yeah, come back, fail, matric, and then I was like, nah, I'm done. Never ever contacted the guy at all. So... started working 2008. Never thought about acting again. I mean, and acting is something that I wanted to do from when I was in primary school. So I got comfortable with watching like anything, well, not anything, well, a lot of different types of movies. So up until now, I can still go and sit and watch a chick flick. I can go and watch a cartoon. And you're looking at me, you only want only action movies. I love action movies. I can sit and watch war movies. Like a whole variety.
So you appreciate the artistry is what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm looking at you and thinking, okay, will you put a dress on?
Nah, dude.
Because that's pretty much,
No. Like, for me, I was told that in the industry, when you're just starting out, you have to literally do whatever they say. And I'm like, you don't know me. I'll never. I mean, no disrespect to the Pride group, but that's just not me.
So you forgot about it. You were crafting. Whatever.
Yeah, I was working. Forgot about it, and then, well, life happened. Okay, so we'll go back. 2019, I had my time where I was literally in and out of hospital. So from January 2019, went to hospital. Why? Blood pressure was sky high, and I was having chest pains. Got booked into hospital, spent a few days there. So many tests done, procedures done, nobody knows what's wrong. Left. February, I wake up early hours of the morning, go to the bathroom, and then I drop on the floor. Rolling in pain. I thought I was dying. Got rushed to hospital, done some tests. They find, hey, there's blood in your urine. Maybe you've got kidney stones. Go and do all the scans and all that. There's no stones. What's wrong? After being in, then it was February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Now, remember January up until August 2019, in and out of hospital. Nobody knows what's wrong. Until eventually found out my right kidney is damaged at the bottom. I got a growth on my kidney. And just under my kidney, there's a major blood vessel that's wrapped around the urethra. So the urethra is what sends the fluid from your kidney down to your bladder. So I imagine now, everything that I drink, I can feel passing through. Because now this blood vessel is squashing this pipe. So I've had many procedures done where they had to put a stent in. Now a stent, if you take your the cable or your charger cable, it's something maybe similar to the material or similar to that. And when I checked it was about 26 centimeters long. I do have a few of them at home, but my wife said don't bring it. Just
I feel like we need to do an episode with your wife. We interview her, you know.
Now you see, you threw me right off. I never even say anything about my wife.
All right, sorry. So, yeah.
For those of you that don't know, I'm married to a beautiful lady by the name of Simone, who is my favorite vocalist of all time. But yeah.
It sounds like if you don't talk about me, there's no supper tonight.
No!
Oh, mention his bro like 100 times. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm joking. I mean, also looking back with everything that I've been through health-wise, I mean, being in and out of hospital.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even waking up because of after going under anesthetic and all that.
Yeah.
And having my wife to have to bath me and all that. I mean,
yeah.
Some ladies will be like, bro, I didn't sign up for this. Me, I'm out. But she's still stuck with me. And she is one of the main people that pushed me and is still pushing me to make my dream become a reality. Yeah. So it was in last year. I was out of work for over a year.
Wait, but I want to know, how did you get your kidneys messed up like that?
I also want to know that because I don't know. I have no idea. It just happened. I didn't know because one doctor said I could have been born like that. I don't know. So,
yeah. That's so late last year.
Yeah, so I mean, out of work for over a year, need to make money to support my family, need to buy food, make sure bills are paid and all that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, how am I going to do this? You know, sorry for making the show sad. Hopefully it'll pick up.
I am feeling motivated.
Everyday
Yeah.
So, reached a point where I was like, okay, I can't take it. Again, God, you forgot about me. I'm serving in the church. You forgot about me. And then I reached a point where I said to myself, like, you know what? There's one easy way to make money. And most colleagues that we grew up with are doing that.
Selling drugs.
So me, I thought...
AKA the name Snowy.
No.
No, you got to be specific, bro, because you know when you talk like that.
So I said to myself, I'm like, I grew up in the flat. Let me take a walk down to the flat and speak to the brass
in the flat
I grew up with.
Yeah.
In the flat.
Looking for job opportunities.
Gents.
Gainful employment.
You know who I am?
Yeah.
I need to make money to support my family. What do you all have for me to do? I reached that point in my life.
Now think about it. How can you not think they're gonna not give you drugs, bro? From the Kali,
sell.
You said you're gonna do the thing that most colored people are doing. You went down to the flats. You asked the old.
No, I never go. It was a thought.
Oh, okay.
Let me go. I mean, now think about it.
So you thought about selling drugs?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. I grew up in the church. I'm still in the church.
Yeah.
My family is the main pastor in the church.
Yeah.
My parents are pastors in the church.
Does your family know you thought about selling drugs? Because we won't cut that part.
No, don't cut it out. Don't cut it out. My family knows because a couple months ago, we had time in church and I was one of the people that came and shared testimony. And I wasn't going to share this, but it just came out. I was going to speak about something else, but it just came out. And for me, I believe that the situations that we go through need to be shared. Absolutely. Also, I always say this to my wife, that whatever we're going through is not for us, but it's so we can help or give advice to the next person that's going through that. So she came to me and she pumped me with encouragement. And I'm thinking, I didn't tell you.
Wait.
No. You're not even giving me a chance.
Because we in the day and then encouragement from chicken.
Think about it, right?
Yeah.
You create suspense, and then you.
All right. Sorry.
So she encouraged me like to keep pushing and fighting and trusting in God that everything will be okay. So after one of the services, I go to one of our church members and I'm like, hey, you work in a car dealership. If there's anything, can you maybe think of me for a job? Then she's like, okay, yes, I'll think about it. Then she calls her daughter and she says, hey, aren't you busy recording? Don't you need people for background? Why don't you talk for Gerrard? So I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, I am doing nothing.
Yeah.
So, like, I think it was the very same day, he says, hey, send me 2 pictures of yourself. I'm like, pictures like what? Like, I need high-res pics. Now, in this industry, you need high-res pics.
Yeah.
The way I'm getting high-res pics from. So, trusted phone. Wife takes the 2 pictures and I send it.
This is when?
This was now the Sunday in last year.
No, last year.
Yeah. So, send the pictures and then get a response. Hey, casting director likes what he sees. You will get a call. Okay, cool. A few days later, okay, we're shooting for a series called, hey, I mustn't say shooting or that was the right term. We are recording for the series called Reyka. So this is Reyka season 2.
Wait, why say shooting?
I mean, the times and
the Gully.
and the Gully we live in, bro. Just not see Melissa ducked and then what?
We got an actor on Reyka and we had the caterer.
I was actually gonna make mention of that.
Okay, wait.
Spoiling his story.
Wait, and you see now
you dropped your biscuits.
Melissa, bro.
The person that sleeps on the bed is not fighting you.
So
that's the
Reyka
problem.
season 2.
Sorry, babe.
That's all right.
So okay, so I get the message. Okay, we need you to come through on this date. We got a part for you. Now I was only doing background, so I mean I'm only starting out. So background, you're just there to fill up the space. So you're not talking. You are extra, yes. You're not talking. So I'm like, okay, cool. Getting ready now in the night because I'm going in the morning, so I'm making sure all my stuff is sorted and all that. I get a message, hey, those scenes have been scrapped. We're no longer doing them. I'm like, oh, okay, but we do have your pictures and we will keep you in mind for any other possible roles. So I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. A week goes by, nothing. Then I get a message, hey, are you available tomorrow? We got something for you. We need you to play a forensics tech. So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, come through. So I went through, and on that day, there was 5 of us. Just as forensics techs, we all came for the same. No auditions. Look at that. No auditions. I didn't study for this.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just
God
there.
didn't forget about you.
God didn't forget about me. So I go, and there's 5 of us there, and then I don't know what made me do this, but I was just forward. Just being forward. I was always close to the guy that was in charge of us. So I was always close to him. And then when we needed to record the scene, only I got chosen and the other 4 were sitting. So I was there, and I mean, doing whatever I needed to do. So that's how it started. So from not having work, wanting to go and start selling drugs, to then having the opportunity to go and be an extra on a show that I watched. Now imagine you sit and you're watching your favorite show, and then in the next season you get to be in it. You get to be in the same space as the people that you've been seeing on TV. For me, that was mind blowing. And because of loving the art so much, watching it from this side and now seeing how everything is from when it's grassroots to what it is now. For me, that was mind blowing.
Tell us a bit about what that's actually like. What is it like on a day on set? So somebody who sits in front of the camera watching the finished product, tell us what it's like from somebody who's actually in front of the camera. We spoke about earlier on putting powder on you. What's it like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you get up early in the morning to go and shoot in the wilderness and you gotta be, away from your family? What's it like to be there?
Okay, for me, fortunately, the stuff that I've been on so far, it's been all year in the Durban area. So it all depends on the times that you are required to be on set. So you just say if it's the morning, like I needed to be for Reyka in particular, I needed to be on set at 8 o'clock in the morning. So not on set, at base camp. So base camp was next to Umkhoka. So everybody met there, and then Beckham made us amazing breakfast. Yo, Beckham and his team, yo,
Quality.
oh, bro, quality, real quality. I mean, they fed us, and then from there, then we went to the harbor, and we were doing our scenes there. So if you watch Reyka, you'll see that most of the killings or the crimes take place there at the harbor. So we were first meeting up at Umkhoka and then go on set. That was there by the harbor. So yeah, it all depends what time.
So do you have an agent?
Okay, so from Reyka, I then got an agent. Right, I won't mention his name for certain reasons. And then
Imagine that. Mention his old lady's name, his Bali's name, his fro's name about 6 times.
No.
But the agent's name can't mention.
No, it's not.
But they're going to take his agent.
At the moment, I don't have an agent, so I do freelance. So I had an agent. And what had happened was, okay, getting into the acting, I always communicated one of my brothers. I don't call him a friend, I call him a brother. I'm sure you know Rendani. So
Plus the Tax Rendani.
Yes. So I mean,
Bishop Tax Rendani, sorry, you can cut that out. Put the Bishop part. Sorry, Potter, check your Sunday. I mean, sorry, Bishop, check your Sunday.
So from the time when I done Reyka, then I started communicating with him. So I mean, he studied for this, and he's been in the game for so long. And there was times where like he would do auditions, and then I would help him, video him, sometimes run the lines with him. So from me helping somebody, then I also know years later. Yeah.
What's that advert? There was an advert that he was famous. What?
Stop It, I Like It.
Stop It, I Like It. Yeah.
So he's been on many KFC adverts. So there's that Stop It, I Like It, and Mr. Molapo one, where he pretends to be Mr. Molapo.
Yes.
And he goes into the different KFCs.
Yes.
So I still communicate with him. I tell him, okay, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. And then I'm like, bro, I haven't had any jobs now for over 6 months. I've got an agent, and he's always asking me for people, but I'm not even scoring anything. So he's like, dude, you need to check your agent. So I found him. I'm like, hey, bro, it's been over 6 months now. No work. What's happening? Yeah. He's like, oh, yeah, hey, I've been busy. But come through to the playhouse tomorrow. There's a script reading happening. So I'm like, oh, okay. What time? He tells me the time. I go to the playhouse. I get there. There's all these people sitting there. Everybody's got papers in their hands. So I'm sitting. I'm like, okay, what's happening? So the guy that wrote this short film, he's talking, and then everybody's reading, and they're reading parts. I'm thinking, okay, why am I here if these people are reading parts? What am I doing here? Then the director stops everybody. He turns to me. He says, look like you'll be a good doctor. So I said, me? He said, yes. I said, oh, it's the glasses there. So he laughed. He's like, no, I can just see there's something about you. So you look like you'll be a good doctor. Okay, just read this part. So I started reading. He's like, okay, yeah, that's the role you'll play. So I was like, huh?
Yo, bro.
I'm like,
next time you Vine take me, we'll try to listen to this part. You know what I mean? You look like you'll be a good podcast. Of course.
So, I mean, I was blown away. I'm like, you've never seen me act or anything. I didn't even start saying the lines.
That's my point.
And he says a good director knows talent when he sees it, even before he sees the talent. I was like, whoa. Yeah, so, I mean, look, now I played first professional gig doing, I was an extra on Reyka. The very next thing, I'm a supporting actor in a short film. So look at that jump. normally people will be an extra, until there's
Hopefully
hey,
one day, yeah.
can you say a few lines and then you grow from there.
Hey, this
Now,
other
for me-
actor is sick today, man.
Can you
got
fill it?
here?
Yeah.
Can you fill it?
Now, for me, it was just like, okay, you're extra, then poof. Then I was told, okay. Then we recorded on a couple of scenes. That short isn't out as yet. I'm not sure when it will be released. But from there, I was told you cannot be an extra anymore. So you can, if you're in stuff, you have to have lines.
Yeah.
So if your agent hooked you up like that, why you dropped him?
Because if I didn't make the phone call,
He has to phone his
Yeah.
agent for the agent to tell him, oh yeah, by the way, come tomorrow. What if you never call?
He wouldn't know.
No doctor, still extra.
Okay. Fast forward.
Yeah, but one question. What if the director says to you, you look like you'll be a good gay person?
Then I'll say, as much as I respect the pride and I know people that are part of the community, and that's just not me. I can't do it. As much as I would love to feature in the movie, in the show, or whatever it is, it's just something that I don't.
What if he says, you look like you'll be a good gangster, drug lord, thug?
I can play that role, provided I don't have to. No, provided like if you well, you know me for so many years. Have you ever heard me swear?
No.
Or you're not just saying that because my
I
wife, my
haven't.
mother, my father, and my children might be watching this.
Honestly, I've never heard you swear.
Exactly. So, funny you saying that because everything that I've been in so far, I've never had to play that thug role. Now, us coloureds, we usually known to play thugs, and I mean forensics tech, playing a doctor. I played another role which I can't mention because that will be out soon.
Yeah.
And then to what everybody now knows. Well, I've been on TV for so long, but people only saw me now because of having speaking roles. I played a resort manager on Umkhoka.
Yes.
And I mean, that's how now everybody knows that I'm doing acting. But I've never played a gangster. However, I did go and do an audition for a guy by the name of Bruce Gounder. Now, if you don't know who's Bruce Gounder, then I'm going to tell you. Bruce Gounder.
It's one way to find out.
Yeah. Okay. There's a movie that's coming out. I just can't remember the date, but it's coming out now. It's an old movie, but it's only hitting cinemas now. Called The Bush Knife.
I saw the adverts on Facebook.
So the director of that movie is a brother of mine by the name of Ronaldo Kel, and he made that movie, The Bush Knife. So I went to go and audition for this movie that Bruce is doing. And I went to an audition for the gangster role. And how I rocked up, my black Vans, blue jeans, black shirt, leather bike.
Was it a ripped jeans?
No, it wasn't.
Okay, yeah. Because I was going to say, that's not gangster, bro.
No, it wasn't. So the whole day while waiting to go in for my audition, I sat quiet outside with another brother of mine. Sat quiet. So they came out to the camera, doing like, what are you here for? Tell us about yourself. And when they came to me being me, I just took them, threw them up, pushed them one side, pushed them that side, and I dropped them back down, and they were like, oh. By the time I went in for my audition, they were like, we waited the whole day just for that. So I do my audition, gangster role, went sort of prop, not a real gun, but I had, these little tripods.
Yeah.
So I had one of those, pulled it out, said my lines, took my glasses off. I had shades on, so I took the shades off and I threw it. And then by the time I was done, everyone's like, so they said to me that I was the best audition for the entire day. So I was like, wow, okay, thank you. But that was the only time I've ever done something gangster. So I don't mind playing a gangster provided I don't have to swear.
Okay, so why don't you mind playing a gay person provided you don't have to actually kiss someone?
Oh, that's a powerful question. I just don't feel comfortable. For me, I just don't feel comfortable. Like I said again, I have nothing against
Yeah, we heard you. Yeah, but it is a crazy and exciting world. I can only imagine. Well, not only imagine. I've been there too. I've been in work,
Acting.
but the international stuff. But it's not about me. The episode's not about me. No, but like you said, we were on a show called Strike Back, but we were extras. No one was going for auditions. Well, we went for auditions, but not for line. It was actually, and even to this day, I haven't seen this thing. It's an international, like 5, 6, 7 seasons. That mom's from, you know, the movie Underworld. That mom's on it. Kate Beckinsale. She's like the main Jerry in this thing. Yeah. We just got told there's a trailer. Don't go there. We right to the Wild Coast. They're looking for Colombians. So they found Khaled.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how it vibe. And that time we were still full in the dancing, so they needed people to play Colombian missionaries, mercenaries. So they're moving with guns. That's the first time I was on set where they had prop explosions of grenades going off. There's actual guns on set that were like what you call it when you like decommission weapons.
It's a blank gun.
Yeah, basically.
It just makes the sound.
Basically. Same thing that the Lighty Brandon Lee got shot to death.
Could have told
The
Bruce
Crow.
Lee that.
Yeah. Not Bruce Lee, it's Brandon Lee. Bruce Lee didn't get shot to death. It was the Crow. Anyway, it's not what we talk about here on the show. So yeah. That
How did Bruce Lee die? Just by the way. He did not get shot.
His heart stopped.
That's what happens when you get shot.
No, he was like from what I hear, he was too fit. So what happens when you too fit, God doesn't come forth from the normal side. And he was too fit, it slowed down.
Captain.
Really?
That's
Captain,
what I heard.
you need to stop.
You can die from being too, but
Yes, that
anyway.
was what happened to him.
Carry on, bro.
Wait, so was that Jet Li?
I'm finishing my
Jet Li's
story.
still alive.
Jet Li got leukemia. I'm finishing my story.
Jet Li got
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, but just also to touch on being on set, you know, you get treated differently when you're an extra and when what they call talent. Now, if you're there, you're talented, but when you've got lines and stuff like that, you call talent. Now imagine now, okay, going on set, you're an extra. You're not allowed to have your phone with you. You can't take pictures. You can't talk to the talent. That's what we were told.
Keep giving me trauma, bro. Like all these things are coming back to me now.
And then flip it. Now you're the talent, and freedom. You got your phone. You're taking pictures with anyone and
Doing what you want
everyone.
Mark to do.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's a huge difference.
Bro, I remember we were in a hotel. It was a very nice hotel. They put us in down the coast. And then from the hotel, there's a shuttle that comes to fetch you to take you on set in the bush there by Wycombe, like bush. Like full on, like they have to have like on set there's medical stuff, there's snake catchers stuff, all like because we're in the bush for real. There was even a snake or the April, but anyway, that's another story. My brother got tick bite fever.
Sure.
Yeah, from laying in the grass on set, tick bit him. He got tick bite fever from that. It was like it's a real thing. It's real in the field, bro.
But it's you know the people that the other talents, right, that we call celebrities now. Do they treat you any differently because you knew? Do they feel like threatened, you know, because or to school you in a way, or are they welcoming, you know, stuff like that? Or does anybody ever tell you, you know, you could do this line like this, or like a talent person, not the director or whatever? Maybe you're sitting in a canteen having some lunch or whatever, and they tell you, you know, I like to eat this, but when you're interacting with me, just make your facial expression a bit more, whatever. Is it like that?
So, yes, but in a good way. Okay, well, I've been privileged that the people I've worked with so far,
Constructive criticism.
they've all been like genuine, like they're your homie. So, and also remember to, if you do good, you also make them look good. So for me, coming into the industry, I will take advice from you. I'll take what you're giving me and I'll use it to the best of my ability. there might be something that you could say that I feel no, maybe I'll hear you, but I'm not going to use it.
Yeah.
However, that point that you said, I'm going to do it, and I will do it to the best of my ability. Just to go back a little bit, I did mention that I was on Umkhoka. I want to tell you how I got on Umkhoka. So I was walking one Saturday, walking on Oosterville Drive, going to the church because I needed to do some stuff there. While I'm walking on Oosterville Drive, past Engine Garage, heading towards the Methodist church side. And then I see there's a sign on the road, filming in progress. I look, filming in progress. So as I get to the Methodist church, I see by the church across the road, I think that's called Bible Believers. There's gazebos, there's cars.
I remember that was Saturday morning. I remember. I drove past it that day.
Wait, my question is, when you first came into acting, it was through a person from church, right?
Yeah.
Now, when they're looking for actors, they put the sign up out of church. Are they trying to say that there's actors in church? People are in the church and they're acting like they're like God, bro.
No.
They
weren't looking for actors. They weren't looking for actors. They were recording at the church.
There was a scene there.
Yes. So, I don't know, my heart started pumping like heavy. I'm like, hey, should I, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Next thing I find out, I am across the road. So I'm speaking to the security. He was sitting there with the cars. And I'm like, hey, bro, what's happening here? So he tells me. I'm like, oh, you're shooting for Umkhoka. I said, I know that show. He said, you know that show? I said, yeah, doesn't name maps acting here? He's like, yeah. He said, he's inside. I'm like, yeah, I know the show. Then I said to him, hey, I'm an actor. Who can I talk to? Then one of the crew guys came out and then spoke to the guy in the crew.
That's all.
It's still green?
Yeah.
Way in the guy, huh?
So the guy from the crew comes out and the security says, speak to that guy. So this guy, the crew member, he comes and he's standing between the cars and he starts smoking. So I go to him, tell him the same story. I'm an actor. Who can I speak to for a possible feature? So now I see him looking through the windows of the car. I'm like, dude, what you drink? Then he says, hey, I don't want this guy to see that I'm showing you who he is. He said, you see that guy with the red t-shirt? That's our boss. That's the director. Go speak to him. So I go and I speak to him. Well, there was a few of them sitting. I couldn't see because of all the cars parked.
Yeah.
So I go and I speak to him. I tell him the same story. I'm an actor. This is what I've done. Showed him my picture. He's like, okay. Speak to
The same picture that you took when they asked you for a high res.
No, it was another thing.
I thought that picture got
But you got lots of pictures now.
Yeah. I was going to say,
He's still taking on the phone too. So he says, speak to this lady. She's the casting director. So,
wait,
director.
Why do you need to show them your picture when they see your face?
Here's the difference. I went looking decent. I went clean shit.
You didn't apply the Instagram filters.
No, for what? Nah. So I speak to her and she's sitting on a chair like this here. So I'm like, hey, my name is Gerrard Smith. This is who I am. This is what I've done. This is the people I've worked with. Do you know them? No. So I'm like, oh, okay. Anyway, I'm an actor and I'm looking for a possible feature.
Yeah.
She looks at me. Give me your phone. So I give her my phone. Here's my number. Message me. I'm like, oh, okay. Thank you. So I get to the church. I'm like, hi, my name is Gerrard. We just met now. Blah, 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 blah. Send. 6 weeks later, I'm sitting on the drums. And I don't ever do this in church. But my phone lights up. And it's a WhatsApp message. I don't ever open. I'll wait until I'm off the stage. It's the same lady. And then she's like, can you drive? So I'm like, hi, yes, I do have driver's license.
He subtly told her she never created him. She just asked if she, but right, yeah.
And then she said, you look like you'll be a good...
No. No, then she sends me a script. She telling me the whole story. I need you to do a self-tape, send it to me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. I'm a drummer. Yeah. I'm currently on stage. But I just need to play one more song. So like in the next 10 minutes, I can reply you. Off, phone down. Now an excitement now. Yeah, I just want the song to get finished now so I can go and see what's happening. And then it was audition script for Umkhoka. And then the part that I auditioned for, I didn't get it. I got something else, which the part I auditioned for was a little bit smaller. And yeah, I got another part where I was on two different episodes. So that's how I got Umkhoka. So if I went forward, going and asking, I wouldn't have got in.
But how does someone who wants to also go into acting, or this is what, let me say, colored woman, you'll all think that your babies are the most beautiful things under the sun, and you want to put them in all these television adverts and all that. Here's your plug. Tell the beautiful woman of Wentworth and all the communities that watch Tigs, how can they get their beautiful babies on some advertising as a start?
I like what you said, that I'm the plug. You see, the sad thing in our color communities, we don't like to plug our people in. And I'm a firm believer of plugging our people in. Like I said earlier on, I'm somebody, one of many different people that wants to shed light from our dark community, like you're shedding light via your podcast. And I'm down to plug people in. However, are the people ready to be plugged in? So just say, for example, you or Bizzo want to get into acting. One of you want to get into acting is like, okay, bro, hook me up. I get WhatsApp messages almost every day about different shows. They need people here, they need people there, adverts and stuff like that.
And then you say, blue pill, red pill.
So if you've got me on WhatsApp, there's times where I post on WhatsApp. Okay, this is what they're looking for. Don't contact me. Contact the number on the post.
Yeah.
And
obviously it helps if you've got experience acting.
I wouldn't. It depends. Depends what they're looking for.
What if you've got like many years of acting? Like you're okay when you're not.
But like I'm saying, it depends what they're looking for. I mean, people have told me that I'm a good actor. So I've done many auditions and I didn't get the parts. So it all depends what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Like today, there was a message that came through, and they're looking for people, and I was like, not me.
What if you've got many years of acting like you like your in-laws, but you actually don't?
So how is it that you have many years of acting, but you're not a good actor?
No, that's what I'm saying. You don't have acting experience. Yes, but
I had no experience, and I ended up on TV. I didn't study for this.
It's all going over everyone's head.
Wait now.
He said, what if you have many years of acting like you like your in-laws, but you don't? Does that count as experience?
You meaning of you?
Literally.
New rule going forward on Tigs, guys. We don't explain jokes. If you get it, you get it. It's a new rule.
If you know, you know. Apologies, you know.
Okay.
Me, I'm sitting here between the two of you. I'm so scared what you're gonna ask me because
my
wife, my children, my mother, my church family is all watching.
No, it's fine. We're not so new to this. That we're just gonna ask you any old thing. But if you had to choose which drugs you were gonna sell,
No,
I'm joking.
Okay, to go back now, why I say, are you ready? Okay, why do you wanna go and do acting? Is it for the love of the art, or is it because you wanna make money? If you tell me it's because you wanna make money, I'm gonna tell you it's not for you. Why I'm saying that? You see, I've been in a good few projects, and the money here in Durban is not great at all.
Yeah, but that's money in Durban with anything you do.
So, okay, well, I'm only speaking from what I've...
You know, it's an ugly thing to say, but it just came to mind. I'm sure even our prostitutes are underpaid in Durban.
Okay, you telling us something?
No, I'm just thinking how every industry, no matter who you talk to, even big CEOs will tell you, hey, we need to get out of Durban. We need to find work in other places.
And that's the sad thing. That's the sad thing because, I mean, okay.
I beg to differ in my industry, to be honest.
Okay.
But
are you going to plug us in?
What's the industry we're referring to?
The industry, no, the industry is not working, bro. Contact center industry, Gabon is the biggest contact center.
Okay, then for that one thing
Yeah.
versus the other 9
million. Maybe if we can get the prostitutes to contact and you know, I'm just spitballing ideas. Anyway, as we were saying, sir.
You lost my train of thought.
It doesn't pay.
Yeah, so the pay isn't the greatest. I mean, for example, I went to go and do something, and I was there from the morning, and I got back after midnight, and I walked away with 400 rand for the day. So when I tell people that, they're like, I know I don't want to do it. Because I can get, like I said, I can get a WhatsApp and like, okay, we need these type of people to be on set tomorrow. The rate is 350. Are you gonna go? No. Why? Too little money. So that's why I say.
Okay. You see, that industry you're talking about, that was one sale for me. Plus my
and that's besides your base.
That's besides.
Okay, but anyway, let me ask you this. You get a call or text to say we needed to relocate to Johannesburg. I'm using Johannesburg because it's like the big apple of, you know.
Johannesburg and Cape Town.
Yeah. Let's say Johannesburg, because I know Cape Town, most people say, yeah, I'm fine. Let's say Johannesburg.
That's all there.
Do you make that move, leaving behind your church responsibilities? You know, obviously you're gonna take your wife and kids, obviously. Yeah. But with your wife and kids, do you make that move, or are you comfortable?
Provided it's worth it. Because think about it.
I mean, to act on generations, okay, generations not worth it. To act on scam. To act on.
I am not shaming any.
No, I'll shame
anything.
Generations.
Because if you need me, I'm there. Like I'm saying, if it's worth it, I mean, in any industry, you would do that. So just say, for example, it's a popular series. Then I'm definitely going to go, and I got a major role there, and the money is worth it. Then I'm going.
But then God's gonna say, but now you.
Why, when I will still find another church to serve in that way? There's churches all over. Okay. But I will look for the one that best suits my family and I. So that's priority. And also, my parents have instilled so many good values in me. I mean, I was thinking about going and selling drugs, but I didn't. So obviously, I won't just up and jump in. No, I have to do my research. Is it worth it? And stuff like that. And speaking about Joburg, I mean, just yesterday, there was a WhatsApp that came through, and they're looking for people to do an advert. Yo, I was like, hey, I wish I was in Joburg. Imagine 14K for the day, and then there's still add-ons after that. Some people have to work for the whole month to make that 14K.
Yeah. You know, Kevin, yeah, Jesus, bro. When you are still younger, and the internet put him in an advert, I think he must have been like, what, 7 or 8? Kevin, if you're watching this episode, just put your actual age when you did that advert in the comments section, bro. I think you got like 5K just for holding up a champ. You know, like all your adverts are short, bro. All you had to do was, I don't know what they were playing, whatever. And then you as one of the licenses that pick up the trophy and be like, yeah, that's all. 5K just for that, bro. Do you think adverts pay more than...
Why you think you see a lot of actors on adverts?
They don't. But it also depends on what's the advert, because the advert can also be a campaign. Because my experience was, we got booked for Shield. There's a Shield campaign. Shield deodorant. Something about they needed dancers for, like, there must be movements in the stuff. We were on set 3 days. We actually contributed because they didn't know how to. They need us to jump and do like different poses in the air so they can get like a full. I'll show the pictures. Not sure. I'll show. But anyway, we went in that thing and we were like, all right, we've been dancing for 2 years. We knew our value. So we went into the boardroom of this big marketing agency, the one that was handling the brand, the campaign for Shield. And we're like, hey, we're not going there with anything less than, we want 6K each. So we in this thing, they're giving us the pitch, everything, and then the lady who owns the company, she takes one of us, she says, who can I speak to? So I was busy talking about design. So I was Chuma, bro, you go. He came back, he sat down, looked at me, and he just went, that's the face he made. He just like, I'm like, away. We got our 6K. And she was like, hey, we carry on talking. We leave. He's like, so, it's 25. All right, 25 between us. He's like, no. It's 25 each.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
That's.
And we had to act like, it was like, because he's like, when she said it to him, he was like, yeah, no, that sounds fair. You know, he's like trying to act like it's not.
25.
Yeah. So when he came to me, he's like, 25. And I called him immediately, telling me like this, so he's like, don't like overreact. I'm like, all right. And then I told there's another charity we're doing it, which is also a dance. I'm like, 25. She's like, what? We're like, hey, keep quiet. Don't show them. Yeah, don't show them. Yeah, that's advice.
Bro, like when I know most of the stuff you've done here is in and around Durban. When you say, or do you say, I'm from Wentworth? And if you do, what's the first thing you get from that? Does Wentworth carry a reputation, or it's just amongst us that we know that Wentworth is bad? But out there, people don't really know Wentworth is bad like that.
Everybody knows Wentworth is bad.
That's just done.
Is it time?
I can see the rating flashing.
Yeah, okay, we'll close off with that one.
Everybody knows that Wentworth is bad, but I'm not ashamed to say we are. After this episode of Umkhoka that I was on, I took a picture of myself and the two main actors, and then I put a caption on there and I posted it on all my socials. It said, from the streets of Wentworth onto the screens of Mzansi Magic. So if I was ashamed of where I come from, I wouldn't do that. So, but I always make a joke when people talk and say, hey, like, where you from? I say, I'm from Oosterwolde. Technically, we are from Oosterwolde.
Yeah.
So, they look, where's Oosterwolde? Then I say, I don't like to say the other name because it's got a bad stigma with it. But I'm from Wentworth. Oh, definitely. You see. So I always joke like that, but I'm not ashamed to say where I come from. I mean, if I'm somebody that's wanting to shed light and to help our community, why would I be ashamed?
Very true.
So, yeah.
Very true. Bro, thank you so much for making time for us in your busy acting schedules and, you know, castings and lines and all that. We're not those lines, you know, snowy. But anyway.
Hey, it is.
No, but bro, thank you so much, bro. We appreciate you and we value all the stuff you have shared with us here. This is beyond inspirational.
Thank you, bro.
It transcends motivational. It inspires hope, I would say. Hope and belief, I would say. Well, in myself, I hope the viewers. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you. There's so much more. But yeah, hey, with these two characters, sometimes you come with a plan, but your plan gets kicked out the door.
Thank you to all of your lovely viewers for tuning in to another great episode. We really appreciate you. We're on the road to 5 clips. Keep subscribing. Keep sending to your friends. We know Snow is going to get us a lot more subscribers in the church as well.
On that note, you see, we're here and we want to bring light to our community and help our community. The only way we can do that is if you follow. So if you don't follow us on our socials, if you don't subscribe, if you don't like, if you don't share, how are we going to grow and spread the light out there? So please, do follow us. I hope you'll also post my social handles.
Yes.
Now we learned.
Okay, that's our advert now.
Ma, Melissa wants cake. She said she wants marble cake.
Oh, yeah. I think we could cut it on the way when he said, yeah. Right, episode class.
Hey, Jen, sorry for taking so long.
Hi.
3 hours. Yo, 3 hours.